And first, I'd like to give a special thank you, send a special thank you to Tracy, for coming here today and allowing us to partner and to have to set the expectation day. I thought it was a great opportunity, great platform. The coverage was outstanding, and excited about what Vanderbilt and Georgia were able to do collectively. With that, I look at in this ball game, I got to give credit to Georgia. Georgia's a good football team. I thought they did a really good job. I thought they were physical up front, and they kept our defense on the field. They were able to capitalize on long drives. They kept the ball most of the first half, and they really did a good job of moving the line of scrimmage and protecting their quarterback. I thought, with the defense just struggled early just to make tackles, just to get off blocks, and it really showed in this ball game. Offensively, I thought our guys, they played well. I thought the offensive line started well. I thought Key started well. We were never able to really get the pass game started and going, and don't know what that is. Then we'll get back, look at it and figure out where we need to go. But I thought at times, we ran the ball effectively. But we got to be able to have more balance to what we do, and that showed today. As like in the second half, and we just weren't able to get anything going. Conversely, defensively, I thought we were able to battle. This team never gave up, and they fought. And again, you learn a lot about yourself. So with that being said, it's the first game. It's a first game opportunity. I look at it and I'll take all the information that we have. I know we can play better. I know we've got better football in us. And what we'll do is find a way to battle back, come back, get to work, and get ready for Purdue. Last comment is probably well warranted. Has to do with Riley Gay. I thought he kicked well. Riley had a great offseason. I probably could have gave him one last opportunity, but I wanted to see if we can punch it in the end zone. And so my mentality is definitely score points. But with that, I thought Riley had a great day. Let's open it up for questions.
Riley Neal completed 11 of 13 passes in the first half, so he was accurate. So
Yeah.
usually short stuff. Was that by design? He was throwing short stuff, or was that just what he saw?
I think it was what the defense gave him. I thought they did a good job of playing top down, not wanting to give up anything on the outside, early. And that's really what it became. It became that type of ball game where roll coverage sort of found Elijah most of the day. In terms of what it looked like. They were going to play over the top and try to signal everybody else and make everybody else have to stand up. And there were a couple of times with Riley that he did a great job with his feet getting out of the pocket. There was times where he needed to climb the pocket as well. So, with that being said, I thought, first half was solid. Second half, we've got to be better. We needed more, and we didn't function very well. So we'll go back. We'll take a look at it. Like I said, taking the information and figure out where it comes.
Derek, 3 touchdowns, the first 3 possessions, 4 field goals. That's the way. What changed or got better on that side of the ball after those first 3 possessions?
I thought it was about attacking, making them a little more like one-dimensional, being able to get them to third down. The reality for us is that we didn't tackle well, in the first half, and even in the second half, we bled a little bit, but you saw guys straining. I thought there was a lot more strain in the second half. And that was good to see. We needed that. We're down some guys right now, probably like most teams, but with that, just challenge guys, strain a little more, play a little harder, fight a little harder to get off blocks, be a little tougher on the edges and on the perimeter and challenge more, outside. And I thought those guys did that.
I think he was helped off the field later on in the game. I'm sure you don't know the severity of the injury just yet, but was that a head injury?
I don't know anything. Believe me. I looked up, I saw him coming off the field, and I couldn't pay much attention because there was a football game going on.
Keyshawn left some games last year because of injury. He took a whole lot of shots tonight. Seemed like he still had a lot of gas in the tank. Were you pretty pleased with how he handled contact?
I was pleased with how he handled contact. He came into the season, ready, physically ready to go. I thought he was primed. There were a couple opportunities, for him tonight, where he was close. He was close to breaking one, but their idea was to make sure at the end of the day that they were going to make the box really heavy. Roll coverage to one, heavy on the other, and And for us, man, we got to be able to take advantage of it. But I thought Keith ran hard all night.
You have to do a lot of patchwork on the offensive line, with injuries and whatnot. What's your assessment? They certainly were able to create some creases and
Yeah.
didn't give up too much pressure. What did you see?
Well, I said it earlier. I thought the offensive line did a good job. I thought they, worked hard for the group that it is right now. With 4 guys getting their first start, against number 3 in the country. I thought they handled it well. I thought they came out, and it really gave Georgia enough in the first half. They just didn't get enough opportunities. But then, what you slowly started to see was, with some of their pressure packages and what happened, it got flushed a little bit. Good thing is I didn't see a ton of penalties. We didn't have a ton of holding penalties, or we had one. Dan Dawkins had a couple of procedures. Yeah, unfortunate, but I thought, as a group, when you have 4 guys starting for the first time in the SEC against an SEC opponent, I thought these guys handled it pretty well.
The 3 linemen that were out because of injury, Cochran, Sage Young, McMorrow, can you at least say if are those long-term injuries or those game-to-game type injuries?
They're day-to-day. Those injuries are day-to-day. You saw those guys out on the sideline. You saw them moving on the sideline. I think we're closer. But right now they're day-to-day. When we get them back, we get them back. But, here's the thing about football. You can't worry about the guys you don't have. You got to worry about the guys you do. And so, that's what you build around. That's what you work off of. That's what we did. So, and I'm proud of these guys. Man, we got more work to do. Man, we got to play against a Purdue team that had a rough game, yesterday. And we got a short week, so we got to get ready. Let's go.
Is that the biggest road crowd you've ever seen here? And how challenging is it to play at home with that many fans of the other team here?
I didn't really notice it. I saw the head, but I really didn't notice it. I think once you get into the game, I'm a coach. I'm not worried about fans and what fans are doing. I'm more worried about my team and what we're doing. But pre-game, I had a chance to take it all in, and I thought it was a different crowd. I saw a lot of red. They seemed excited. They looked like they had a couple of beverages and having a pretty good time. So, Nashville must have did them well.
Have you ever played a faster team here at Stanford than when you saw them like speed across the field?
I saw good speed across the field. When I looked at it, Georgia's a really good team. I thought they ran fast. I thought they did a pretty good job of covering some things up. But, I didn't think, that we were outmatched in speed. I didn't think we were outmatched on the perimeter. I didn't think, we were outmatched. I thought their speed getting off blocks and getting to the ball looked a little different, at times. But overall, I think it's a really good Georgia team. That's why I remember throwing the country.
You had a fake punt followed by a reverse. You had a throwback cam. Are we to take that you kind of want to be somewhat creative if you can with the playbook?
I think we have to. The reality is, that's part of how we want to play the game. We want to be aggressive, when the opportunities present themselves. We saw some things, in 4th and 3 or less that gave us an idea that we could run it. So, we did. And then in the last couple of years, I think you can count the fakes. To me, but if you're going to practice fakes, let's run them. If the opportunity presents itself, that's the way players start to buy into, special teams and what you do and what it looks like. Scout the looks. You get the look. Be willing to take the opportunity. Was it a risk? Absolutely. But it paid off. It gave us a possession. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything with it. But that's what you're going to see. We hope to be much better on special teams. I thought tonight was okay. All the way around. Not great, but solid.
Tom, you got the last question.
Yeah, you gave up a lot of explosive plays in the running game, but in the passing game, maybe 1, maybe 2, but you seem to contain them on the back end.
Yeah.
Especially, how do you feel about your secondary right now?
I'm fine with the secondary. I've got no problems with the secondary, and I think, we've got to do a better job, including the secondary, of really setting edges. I thought, what you saw tonight, the ball came downhill inside, in a fair amount, and I thought we were late getting off blocks and even seeing it. But when the ball got on the perimeter, I thought that had more to do with us setting edges. Our edges weren't very good tonight, and that's something that you can't have because so many teams run screen. Okay, are going to run split zone. Okay, until you stop. So I thought we did a better job in the second half, obviously, of being able to slow some of that stuff down. So help is on the way. We just got to make sure, we get back to work.
Thank you.